Shalom, shalom, shalem, shalom, meaning peace and greetings. Shalom, meaning regeneration, restoration, replenishment, and renewal. And shalem, meaning perfect peace. To you all, my family, every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet. You are who I am speaking to whenever I say shalom, shalom, and shalem. For you are the only species on this planet that can embrace a reality where everything is at peace. Everything. Once you know better, you do better. This video is going to be titled, More Talk About Super Jesus and Why I Love Every Fully Melanated Woman on this planet. Why I love them. Before I go on, Book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 7. For as he thinketh, 1, in his heart, 2, so is he, 3rd. And the rest of it goes on to say, eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Yeah. Just wanted to read that very quick, if you can see it there. Proverbs 23:7. All right. Why did I want to read that scripture to you? Simple. Because of who the super Jesus is. Who and or what it really is. What is a super Jesus? Super Jesus is the real Jesus, or I don't like to use the name. Why don't I like to use the name Jesus? Let me just throw this out here real quick. Why don't I like to use the name Jesus? Because of all the perversions that are tied to that name within its history. There's a slave ship. Virtually every slave ship that we ever had was named Jesus. All of them were. There's a reason. Then you got Cesare Borgia, or Cesare Borgia, or Caesar Borgia, however you want to pronounce his name. He's from French. He's from France, He's from France. And he is of the confused category. And the picture of your so-called Jesus is of that man, Cesare Borgia, Caesar Borgia from France, who's of the confused category. Do your research. I don't like to use the name Jesus because it is the name of a slave ship and the name of a homo man. And what does the word homo mean? The same. The same. Yeah, the same. And what does sexuality mean? Gender identification. In so many ways. And we recognize our gender identities by way of our natural moral standards. Natural moral standards help us recognize gender identity. Or you know what? Let me say this, because even the title of woman is man-made. How is the title woman man-made? Because notice in the Bible, when the Viapany first ripped Eve out and planted her, or planted its power in the ground to germinate Eve, what did a man do? A man gave Eve that name, or gave Eve the name of woman. So in other words, the title of woman is man-made. The title woman is man-made. You want to know what I would consider our women? Soul seed shards. Soul shards. That's what I would consider our women to be, because they were torn out of a soul base and planted in the ground and germinated. And now there's a physical body harboring a shard of a soul seed that was planted in the ground to create one person. Us, men, we. Super Jesus, or the celestial Messiah, the one who gave us our reality, gave us our lives, and gives us our abilities to think and move correctly, especially in a world like this, where it takes away all of your abilities to do so. Yeshua, the King of Kings, he is the makeup of our natural moral standards. Our natural moral standards are in our mind. So if you tap in to your natural moral standards within your mind, you'll tap into the ways of Yeshua. And as you think in your heart, so shall you be. So meaning, when you tap into your natural moral standards, you're trusting the spirit. When you tap into your natural moral standards, you're respecting the soul. When you tap into your natural moral standards, you're rejecting all evil. Meaning you'll never put a child through things he shouldn't go through ever again, because you'll be fully aware and fully conscious of how you're raising them. You'll have better answers to care for your children. Better answers. I said these words before, I'll say them again. Forgive your parents, for they did the best they could. It just so happens that they had all the wrong answers to do for you what they should have done. I am an ultimate victim of this. I need not to share my story though right now. Right now, it's all about getting the rest of me better. Getting the rest of me better. We all came from unconditional love. All of us did. How is it possible that what was meant to care for itself was turned against itself? How's that possible? You want to know how it's possible? Because there is a serious devil at work ensuring it would be. It sounds so simple when I say it like this, huh? It sounds so far-fetched in a way, but it's real. It's true. There is a very, very evil entity or evil force within our universal spiritual bodies, and it is causing us to be so against each other and curse each other throughout, and it caused us to be so against each other and curse each other throughout all the generations of our existence, of our reality, of our history, of we. You follow me? If that makes sense to you so far. So what am I getting at as far as this Super Jesus goes, and what it means for us? Keep this in mind. Literally, the King of Kings is our minds tapping into him. We tap into his character and behavior, meaning a character and behavior that won't kill, a character and behavior that won't rape, a character and behavior that won't poison your child's food so they sleep very, very hard at night. Parents that'll be great for their children everywhere, tapping into the mind of Yeshua. Imagine if everybody on the planet only lived for their well-being. Imagine that, if you could. What if every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet only existed for all of their own well-being? All of their own well-being. But who are they, though? Who is their own? Who is their own kind? We are their own kind. All of we together as a whole. So, Super Jesus. What is Super Jesus really? Super Jesus is a celestial Messiah. The real Jesus is a celestial Messiah. I don't like to use his name, and I only use his name to talk to y'all so y'all can know exactly what I'm talking about. But in a minute, I'm about to just completely abandon that name. Am I the Antichrist? You want to know something? Yeah. Because that name, Jesus Christ, is the name of a freaking slave ship. So yeah, I'm completely anti-Jesus Christ. I don't like that name. I just don't like the name. It's just the name. It's just the name. But as far as who the person is his character and his behavior, and who and or what he is for us, or it is for us. That is what I trust, respect, and admire the most. Or should I say trust, respect, and praise the most. You follow me, if that's the right word to use. Because I don't think we should be worshiping too much of anything anyways, honestly. We shouldn't worship anything. We don't need to. Because we are the God to worship. We should worship ourselves. We should serve ourselves. Why do I love every single fully melanated woman on this planet? Why do I? Before I answer that question, before I answer my own question, I want to say this. In the previous video, I said, if I had the power to, I would give EVA Anita 7 children. I said those words, right? I would give them. I would give her to them. I messed up. I'm not contributing to no single mom epidemics. I ain't contributed to no single mom epidemics. What I meant to say was, if I had everything I needed right now, I would have 7 children with EVA Anita on the farm. That's what I meant to say. In those exact words. That's what I meant to say. But here's exactly why I love every single fully melanated woman on this planet. Not just EVA Anita. Every fully melanated woman on this planet. I love every last one of you. There's multiple reasons for it. Now I know the reasons why. At first I didn't. At first I was trying to piece together why is this desire for a chocolate woman, or not chocolate, but why is the desire for a original woman so prudent for me right now? Why is it? You want to know what it is? The reawakening. My own personal reawakening made me desire what's just original, just what's the first type of everything. You follow what I'm saying? What were we in our original state? Do we even have an original state we can actually recall? Because when I really go over our history, when I'm telling you, virtually every single moment of our reality, we were at war. We were at war. Every single moment. So it just leads me to think to myself, did we ever even have a moment of peace in our entire reality, in our entire existence, since we've been on this planet, since we've existed, period? Because I hear brothers like Billy Carson say, we started out on Mars and migrated to Earth. If you want to believe that, you can. Believe whatever you want. From what my understanding sees, all the planets were created by the same source as well. So, man, we could have came from Saturn. And Saturn got messed up in some kind of way. We had 6 million years of existence, according to what I've studied. Humanity has had 6 million years in reality, from what I've studied. So within the span of 6 million years, and all it takes is about, what, an hour to destroy something completely for the devil. I mean, we could have came from either one of these planets. They were all made the same way, from what I've studied. Super Jesus made all the planets the same way. Super Jesus. Yeah. The celestial cosmic Messiah, the cosmic celestial Messiah. He's the one that made all the planets, using the power of the Most High to do it, because the power of the Most High that exists outside of the universe was juicing him up to do so. It's all real simple. Yeah, the power of the true Most High that exists outside of the universe, sending its prana source, or sending its energy of prana. Is the Most High prana itself? Nah, it's not. It's an energy. It's a light. It's a power, but it's not breath, because see, prana is just breath. Breath is life-giving force. That's what prana is. Prana is a breath. It's a life-giving force. That's what prana is. So the Most High was feeding prana into the universe to the celestial cosmic Messiah, Super Jesus, so that the Super Jesus can make the universe we have today, or the reality that we have today. And when Super Jesus first planted himself, or a duplication of himself, into the ground, he planted it for his own well-being. He planted that duplication for his own well-being, because he is said duplication. And he planted himself for his own well-being. He didn't plant himself for any other reason. We have a natural intelligence, my family. We do. Tap in. So here's the thing. When he first planted himself, he was a fully melanated man. A giant fully melanated man. Didn't even have hair. Nah. The first person didn't have hair, yo. Seriously, he didn't. We only got hair because of the Nephilim gene. Believe it if you want. But we only got our hair because of the Nephilim gene. So when I hear our good brothers like Yaki Awakened, when I hear him talk, I appreciate him for saying virtually everything he says, about, for the record. Yeah, when he talks about hair antennas, yeah, you're right. That's exactly what they are. But we actually don't even need them. We don't need them because we live in a world. This is supposed to be a world of peace. It's not supposed to be a world of threat and violence, and where we have to have, hair guards or spiritual hair guards to, give us alerts and signals and whatnot. Brother, we didn't even start off with hair. That's our original state. But I still I respect the hair game though. No joke. I respect the hair game, but it's it's just not our original state, brother. It's just not our original state. The Nephilims are the reason we have hair. The fallen angels that raped our ancestors in the book of Enoch, and starting from Genesis 11, when they came down when they came down through the towers to split our languages up or to confound our languages, that's not the only thing they did to us. They also began raping us. And this was after the flood, after Noah. The tower was after the flood. But that's right there is when the Nephilims began to genetically mix with us by force. And all it was one source of power, the Viapany, or Lord God, sending in angels to mix with us after telling us that angels cannot mix with us. So why do I love every fully melanated woman on this planet? Why? Like I said, it's this original, the reawakening. It gives me the desire for the original. What's the most original? Do I want to be bald? No, I don't really care, honestly. I just want to love all of me the right way. You follow what I'm saying? When we were first planted, we came out of the dirt as a giant black plant baby, carbonated, carbon, fully melanated. When I say black of the berry, sweet of the juice, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is like one of my top 3 favorite artists. Common is number 1. 50 is number 2. Kendrick. But the thing is, when we were first planted, so much melanin we had. Yeah. Fully melanated. Fully melanated. Then the Lord God proceeded to remove the first woman, Lilith. If y'all want to buy that story, I believe Lilith. I believe in the Lilith story. That's what I believe in. So first Lilith, and second Eve. Remember, they were both taken out of a fully melanated man. So when they were planted in the ground and germinated, they were both fully melanated women. You see, fully melanated women. When I say chocolate, dark skinned, I don't like to use chocolate or dark skin, but just to let you all know what I'm talking about here, that's the reason. I'm just gonna say them. Fully melanated woman. I love you all so much. I really do. Do I have a fetish for you? I hope not. But I really love you. Moving forward. And this is the reason why. Because you are the original. You are what we had first. We had you first. You don't think it's time to come back home? We miss you. No, I do. I'd rather see you doing twerk videos or twerking in private versus twerking for the world. You follow what I'm saying? I'd rather see you twerk for me in private versus twerking for the entire world. So, to hyper answer the question, why do you love fully melanated women so much? It's because of my reawakening. My reawakening brought me full awareness. It brought full awareness, you see. It helped me realize why. I'm going to say this. Before my reawakening happened, I believed in the programming of black men be with white women. I bought the programming for a while. Let's not forget, they had to program us to like their women. They had to program us to, just like they had to program our women to like their men. After everything they have done to us and everything they are doing to us currently to ensure we continue living the way we are living against each other, opposite of our own well-being. All that they done, and we want to love them. We want to lay with them. We want to have children with them. We're not choosing to do this. They're programming us to. Why do you think there is so much on the TV involving mixed couples? Oh, yeah. I don't buy into the facet of mixed couples or mixed interracial blah blah blah. I don't buy into that shit. We are all one family, one race. We all are. However, there is just one class of people that I refuse to mix with because of their line of history. And then there is one class of people in which is the original and the only thing I wish to mix with now. It's another reason why I desire a fully melanated woman more than anything on this planet. Or should I say more than any other woman on this planet? Because what I desire the most is peace. I desire peace more than anything at all. Peace more than anything at all. Yeah. I desire peace more than anything else at all. Anything. What are the four things that I want? My God, my normality, my wife, and my farm, and in that order. And I do not wish to have the second thing until I have the first thing. And I do not wish to have the third thing until I have the second thing, and so on, if I said that correctly. Do not wish to have the second thing until I get the first thing, and I dang sure don't want to have the third thing until I get the second thing, and so on. Shalom, shalom, shalom. My God is the shalom. My God is the shalom. Normality is the shalom. Shalom. God. No, that's not his name. It's not. It's just a plan. Just a plan. Just a sequence. A way to say things that'll see something manifest a bit faster. You see. That's all it is. So, my God is my village, my people, all my family back together. God's body returned to normal. Normality. Get back to normal. It's all just gonna flow into one another. The whole thing, it's just gonna flow into the next. That's what it's gonna do. When it starts sinking into you, my family, it's just gonna flow in. You follow me? Because that's how the super Jesus intended it, or the celestial Messiah, or the cosmic celestial Messiah. From the para-nirvanic plane, or from the para-nirvana plane, who also is the para-nirvana plane, simultaneously. Why do you love every fully melanated woman on this planet? Because they are the original woman and the first woman that I ever had in my life. I just want to go back to normal. Being with a fully melanated woman is normal for me. It's like normal, It's a normality. It's I have a moral entitlement to a fully melanated woman. I have a naturally moral entitlement to a fully melanated woman. Every melanated man does. Love black women. I get it. They are a handful, and I am not afraid to call them out on it because I want peace. They are a part of me, so this message has to sink into their minds somehow. Empathy. Be empathetic. You don't have to have sympathy. You don't need to have sympathy. You don't want to have sympathy. But empathy, yeah. You want to know what empathy is? Empathy is the ability to understand feelings and share feelings with another. What is a feeling? A feeling is an experience. So, in other words, empathy is the ability to understand experiences and or share experiences with another. You see, I understand your experiences. I understand why you're doing what you're doing, in other words. I understand why you're going through what you're going through because I understand your experiences. The ability to understand experiences and the ability to share experiences with another. I'm sharing my experiences with you because I desire for these words to manifest in my life peace, a regular world. Oh yeah, my sister EVA Anita, these words are not to be taken seriously at all. They're just words that'll cause something long down the line to happen. Global peace, global child mission, soul liberation. That's what. I saw one of your videos. You said these words. They poisoned our seeds. You're right. They poison our crop seeds. So yeah, we have to decolonize our seeds as well. We have to decolonize our farmer seeds. We have to decolonize everything, you know? Everything. Just want to say those words too. A lot of these words I just want to say out loud. Super Jesus. Why I love every fully melanated woman on this planet. I'm just saying random things at the same time too. We have to decolonize everything. The best way to do that is to tap into the supernatural power of the third eye. And what is it? What is the third eye? The third eye is the celestial Messiah himself. That's what the literal makeup of the third eye is, the celestial Messiah himself. And his powers are in our minds as our natural moral standings. Why don't they control us or like manipulate us or force us to do this and that, and the third? Because we have free will. We have free will. We can choose to do whatever we want, even go against our natural moral coding. We're doing it now, aren't we? So what would happen if you were reminded of it, since everybody is trying to keep you away from that one specific truth? What your natural moral standard codings are. That's the one truth the entire world is trying to keep you away from more than anything, is what your natural moral standard coding really is. The world wants to keep you away from that one specific truth. Why? So you can keep on being stupid and evil, as they are. Yeah, there's a very stupid and evil force attacking a very now stupid yet good force, when it should be balanced and good, like it originally started out, versus stupid and evil, like the artificial external evil wants us to be. You follow me? So, yeah, I just wanted to make this video real quick. Why do I love every fully melanated woman on this planet? Because they are the original woman, and I have a natural moral entitlement to one. I have a natural moral entitlement to every fully melanated woman on this planet, or at least one of them. Do I believe in polygamy? I'm not. I would prefer one woman. I would. But it's like I said, to deliver the message, the disguise of polygamy will be in the air for me. I'm not polygamous. I'm not polygamous. I don't. Do I believe in polygamy? I believe you can do it if you want to. I believe you can do whatever in the table flip you want to do. Will I do it? Don't need to. Brother Adam, he had one woman when he started out. One woman. According to the story, I believe, first one was Lilith. Just one. Then Garden of Eden, so on and so forth. Eve, after putting Adam to sleep, and after him and Lilith got into an argument, he put her out the garden. This is just what I believe. It coexists with the story more. It makes the story make more sense when I look at it this way. Put Adam to sleep, tore another piece of his body out, planted it in the ground. Germination, Eve. Brought her to Adam. Name this thing. What the Holy Spirit wanted to say in so many ways. Name her. Name this. Because remember, the name woman is artificial. It is. You want to know what a natural name for our women would be? Soul C Shards. Too long, too catchy, triple S. Soul Shards. Soul pieces. Yeah. Soul fragments. That's what a natural name for our women could be. No, not no. What did the oppressive body call you? The oppressive body called you baby makers, I think. Yeah, that's what they called you. Nah, that's disrespectful in my eyes. Why are you trying to give our women so many harlot-sized, harlotry, harlot-minded mentalities? Why are you trying to force so much harlot nature on our women? You just need to be stopped, not forgiven. Moving forward. A natural name for our women would not be women. That's actually an artificial name because it was man-made, by the first man to be exact. A natural name for our women will be soul shards, or soul fragments, or soul pieces. Spiritual shards, spiritual fragments, spiritual pieces of man. That's what our women would be considered as naturally. Moving forward. Super Jesus, and why I love every fully melanated woman on this planet. Why do I love every fully melanated soul shard or spiritual fragment of a man? Spiritual fragment. So many terms, man. Y'all take them how y'all want to, though. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is not a victim mentality. I'm just aware of what struck me, aware of what's stricken we. I'm aware of what struck me. Aware of what's stricken, like third world poverty stricken we. I'm just aware of what did it. And I'm also aware of what will not stop striking us at all. Meaning like it's trying to take control of our destinies. We should be living in normality, but instead we live in subjugation. Why? Oh, I know every detail why now. So I'm just saying certain words out loud so they may cripple the reasonings that's keeping us stuck to it. Eventually, I'm just going to keep on attacking your minds with random words and a whole lot of things to say out loud that you never even heard before. Just going to keep doing it. Which is why it's not about a competition with me. It's only about the awareness and knowledge of what needs to be stopped. The strikes. You people are the ones that's striking. All of you. You're striking yourselves. And it's causing me to be struck. Tired of being struck by you. Tired of hearing all your hatred online. Tired of being around people who want to drag me into hating myself and everything in the world. Tired of hating. That's all y'all want me to do is hate stuff. I don't want to hate. You won't stop though. I know why now. Therefore, I don't desire to be your king or your leader at all. I only desire to do or say something that will defend and protect you from the strikers. Even if I have to protect you from yourself, I'll say words in which may help do that as well. Because let's not forget, humanity is beating on itself. Stop hating yourself. Moving forward. Therefore, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Matthew 22:39. Defend your neighbor as you would defend yourself, at least those who are worthy. Would you even defend yourself, though? Would you? Do you even consider yourself as valuable enough to defend your own well-being? Do you? Defend your neighbor as you defend yourself, at least those who are worthy. Be lifted in the spirit, or be greatness in the spirit, and walk good forever. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family. Once you know better, you will do better.